what we're going to require to do, sir, is we're going to have to take some of your details, all right?
Don't give me details, it's just not personal, I just don't give me details out to people.
Okay, well, you've been taking photographs into the police yard of, and you've already admitted you've been taking photographs of vehicles in the yard, quite a lot of which are private motor vehicles, all right?
We are
going to have to satisfy. We are going to have to satisfy
you are
ourselves.
saying that you have to be taking pictures of private vehicles. I've been taking pictures of marked cars, that's what I admitted to.
Okay, well, we don't know what's on that camera at this moment in time, all right? Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to step back now, because there's another supervisor here, and I'm actually the custody sergeant, so I could be the person that's dealing with you next in the custody block, all right? So I'm going to step back.
Deal with it. I've done nothing wrong.
Well, the officers will ascertain that. The officers will ascertain that, all right, sir? Okay.
Sorry, what's your name again?
Don't give me details.
Just wait there.
Can you stop surrounding me?
Right, we're not surrounded. Obviously, how can we talk to them? What's the documentary regarding? Because obviously you got to understand there's a lot of personal vehicles in there.
I'm not trying to get there.
But we don't know that, do we?
From the outset, the officers expose the flaws of reactionary policing. They fixate on Matt not because he's broken any law, but because his presence makes them uncomfortable. Under the pretext of not knowing what his camera contains, they demand his personal details. That isn't reasonable suspicion, it's a fishing expedition in uniform. Even after Matt clearly explains that he's filming marked police vehicles from a public pavement, they fall back on hypotheticals, claiming, "We don't know that." This tactic deliberately shifts the burden of proof onto a law-abiding citizen and erodes the most basic principles of lawful policing.
We understand our point of view. We don't know what vehicles you've got and what you've got on camera and what's been recorded. Do you get our view on that?
But what does it matter even if they were in it?
Because obviously if this is going on YouTube like documentary, it gets shared, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Which is a lot of officers' details, vehicles, people can search it.
Details? It's not details.
Well, there's vehicles with registrations, yeah, you can.
We need to ascertain who you are, okay?
You can't ascertain who I just told you that I don't give me details.
Right, that's fine.
I've got every right to not give me details.
You have, but what you need to understand is that it's also, you can be arrested so that we can ascertain. So we can ascertain.
Under what law?
So we can ascertain what your details are.
Under what law?
Okay.
Under what law can I be arrested? Can you state the section and can you read that out, please?
Don't need to.
You do need to.
Don't need to.
It's in your code of practice.
You don't need to.
Yes, you do. Yeah, you really do.
We can arrest you and it'll be explained in custody.
I'll be looking into this as to why you saying you do not have to explain what section of the law you're arresting me under.
Don't need to.
Yes, yes, you do.
Don't need to.
Yes, you do.
Don't need to at all.
Matt was entirely within his rights to refuse to provide his personal details in the absence of reasonable suspicion of a crime. Police cannot lawfully demand someone's information without a clear legal basis, and none was given here. One officer even snapped, "I don't need to," while threatening arrest powers. That is simply wrong. UK law is explicit, the grounds and authority for an arrest must be explained at the moment the arrest occurs. Saying "we'll explain in custody" turns arrest powers into a blunt tool of intimidation, rather than the transparent legal safeguard they are meant to be.
I don't know your name at the moment.
Right,
obviously,
let me put this in your pocket.
Yeah, no problem, right? Do you want to give us a dog so we'll just think about it? At this moment in time, you've been arrested so we can ascertain your identity, alright?
Under what law?
Obviously, that'll be explained when in custody, right? You don't have to say anything but harm me defensive. You don't mention one question, so much to later in court. Anything to do so may be in evidence, alright?
Yes, what law are you arresting me under, please?
We
don't know what you're doing. We don't know what your intentions are at this moment. You got to understand that.
This is mental, this. Could you tell me, please?
It'll get explained when we're in custody, alright?
No, you have to explain why I'm being arrested. You don't just arrest someone and not
we
tell
have
them
to
why.
understand your identity. We don't have any details about you. We don't know who you are, what your intentions are, anything like that. So you've been arrested to ascertain your identity, alright?
Unlawful arrest then. It's an unlawful arrest and someone will be held responsible for it. Okay? You're going to learn the hard way that you've just made a big mistake. You really are.
Stand here for us, alright?
So you can't tell me what you've arrested me for?
Yeah.
You've arrested me to ascertain my details.
Yes, that's true.
Right, that's an unlawful arrest, sir.
From the outset, the officers misstepped by treating Matt's calm, lawful filming as grounds for suspicion, demanding his personal details based on nothing more than a hunch. That is not reasonable grounds, it's guesswork in uniform. When Matt asks for the legal basis, they fall silent, falling back on "we'll explain in custody," a response that directly breaches Pace Code G, which requires officers to state both the fact of arrest and its legal justification at the moment it occurs. Even more absurd is their claim that they need to detain him merely to confirm his identity. Under UK law, an arrest for identification is only lawful when it is directly linked to a specific offence. These tactics don't protect the public, they erode trust and reduce policing to a power play rather than a service grounded in accountability.
You're going to be retrained and spoken to by that for that.
It's alright.
I'll privately prosecute you as well. You don't arrest someone, not tell them what section you've arrested them under. This is illegal what you're doing. And you know it, and that's why you're quiet.
The grounds of your and the necessity of your arrest will be provided as a
You provide it when you arrest someone.
They'll be given to the custody sergeant.
You provide it when you arrest someone. You'll learn the law the hard way. I'm a law-abiding citizen, and you've arrested me for no reason other than you want my details. Doesn't work like that, fella. Have you got anything to say with regards to the situation?
I'll explain to the custody sergeant. If the custody sergeant agrees and
The
accepts
custody
it,
sergeant will agree.
and then it makes it a lawful arrest, because obviously that's on the custody sergeant.
No, it doesn't. The law is above the custody sergeant, buddy. Okay? If the custody sergeant agrees with you, then he's wrong. What's right is the law. Not the police, the law.
One officer insists that a custody sergeant's sign-off alone legitimizes an arrest, but that position is simply wrong. Matt dismantles the claim with calm precision. Lawful detention depends on meeting objective legal standards, not on obtaining a colleague's approval. A custody sergeant is not a judge, and internal authorization cannot override statutory requirements. In this case, no valid grounds existed, so the arrest failed the legal test. Falling back on "we both agreed, therefore it's lawful" is circular reasoning, not genuine accountability.
Absolutely no need for this, there wasn't. I explained exactly what I was doing. What's your number, sir, please?
2715.
Would you agree that this is a lawful or unlawful
I'm not
arrest?
discussing it with you.
Do you know why?
I'm not discussing
because
it with
you know.
I'm not discussing
You
it
know.
with you.
Do you have to give
I'm
the
not
reason?
discussing- I'm not
Do you have to
discussing
give the
it- I'm not
reason
discussing
why
anything
you
with you.
arrest someone, or do you not? Do you just arrest them
I'm
because you
not
feel like
discussing
it?
anything with you.
You don't, do you? You don't arrest
not
someone because you
discussing
just
anything
feel
with
like it. You don't do that.
Relax, because the cuffs will end up.
It's all right. I'm not bothered. It's okay.
We're not going to engage with you until we're in there and there's cameras in there. All right?
Is your body cam on?
There's no requirement to speak to you now.
Is your body cam on?
Yeah?
Is your body cam on?
Done.
It's on. You're supposed to tell me when you turn it on as well. You don't just turn it on, you inform someone when you turn it on. That's another thing you'll learn. And this will be unlawful imprisonment. Hello. I've been unlawfully arrested, and now I'm looking at unlawful imprisonment as well.
Why do you think you've been unlawfully arrested?
Because I've not been told why I've been arrested, what law I've
You've been
broken.
arrested under Section 58 of the Terrorism
You never
Act
told me
2000.
that. You never told me that.
Right. Well,
You're supposed to
that's why you've been arrested.
Well, they never told me that. So
Well, I've been told that, so I don't know why you haven't.
Well, I haven't been told it, and I've got it all on video.
Matt challenges the inspector, pointing out that he was arrested without being given any explanation. The inspector responds only that the arrest was made under Section 58 of the Terrorism Act and offers no justification for why Matt was not informed at the time. This response exposes a complete procedural failure. Section 58 is intended to address the collection of information for terrorist purposes. Applying it to someone filming clearly marked police vehicles on a public pavement is a gross overreach. Keeping Matt in the dark until later is not merely careless, it violates the fundamental right to be informed of the grounds for arrest at the moment it occurs.
Well, that's why you're arrested.
Right. So, would you like to search me, sir?
I'm not going to arrest you, I'm the inspector.
Would you like to search me then under the Terrorism Act?
I don't want to search you at the minute. You'll get searched at the appropriate place and at the appropriate time.
Right, no problem.
And not by me. Okay? Do we have any recording devices running whilst he goes into custody?
I'm allowed to do that, by
We've
the
got a
way.
body camera, just his phone, which is still inside his pocket. We're not sure if it's still running.
Yeah, leave that alone, don't turn it off.
Right, I'm going to turn it off because you're entering a police building.
I'm allowed to record, I'm allowed to have it running.
Not within
It's
a
me
police
right, yes
building.
I am,
you're
it's me right,
well,
you need to check that. If you turn that off, that's another thing that'll be a
That's an argument
problem.
we can have at a later date, but for now
It's
we're
not an
going to turn it
argument,
off
it's a policy.
because
I want to be recorded of what
everything
happens
that's
to
happening
me.
here is recorded by that camera there
Right.
and by that camera.
Can I just say, I would
there.
like a copy of
Okay.
that, do not delete it, and I want a copy of that also, don't delete it.
If we decide that it's necessary for you to have a copy, if there are any charges brought against you,
If I want a copy, I'll get a
then
copy.
that will be made
I
available
will get a
to
copy
you.
no matter what, whether I have charges or not, I will get a copy.
Right, possibly.
Okay, no, definitely.
Again,
I
that's-
promise you.
That's a
Do
discussion.
you not know that I'm entitled to that?
You are if you apply for it, and we
Exactly,
deem,
I will
we
have-
deem
no, you
that
don't.
it's not
I have to have it.
a matter of public.
The moment Matt asks to see the footage, the inspector insists it can only be viewed if the police decide it is necessary and only if Matt is charged. That is simply wrong. Evidence is not locked away until prosecution. Individuals have the right to access material that may exonerate them. Under the Data Protection Act 2018 and the UK GDPR, a person may submit a subject access request for CCTV or body-worn camera footage in which they appear. Police are required to comply unless they can demonstrate a lawful exemption, such as a real risk to an ongoing investigation. Allowing officers to arbitrarily decide who may see evidence fundamentally undermines due process.
It won't be.
Then there's no
So,
argument.
you know,
is there?
exactly, there's no argument. Let's tell you that straight away. You should know that. You shouldn't really have to be told that. You should say, yes, I'll give you it.
But I can't say yes,'t give you it because I don't know whether.
Right, well, you know,
you're gonna be
either way, you'll know I've got
entitled
it. I am entitled to it.
Right.
Right, go on. Obviously, I don't know your name, so it's just Matt, yeah? Right, Matt will just come from here. Alright, just watch that strip. What do you love? Everyone in here. Just one side on it. Through here, Matt. Through here, lad. I'm just done there.
Once Matt was marched away in handcuffs, he didn't simply move on. Within hours, he vowed to pursue accountability, and a year later, he is still fighting. That persistence speaks volumes about how seriously he regarded the violation of his rights, and how exhausting the struggle can be when challenging institutional power. This is not just the story of a man with a camera. It's a warning about how quickly routine recording can be twisted into a pretext for overreach. How lawful photography can be reframed as grounds for arrest. Let's rewind to the most troubling moments. Officers moved from vague unease straight to handcuffs without ever identifying a specific offense. Even when Matt calmly asked why he was being detained, they hid behind hypotheticals and left him completely in the dark as his liberty was taken away. Then came the mistaken belief that a custody sergeant's approval somehow made the arrest lawful, despite the absence of any objective legal grounds. That was followed by the astonishing claim that Matt could not view the footage unless, and until, he was charged. This directly contradicts UK data access laws designed to prevent precisely this kind of secrecy. Most disturbing of all is that no other officer intervened. This was not a single bad apple. It was a cultural failure. A moment where collective silence allowed unchecked power to prevail. Matt's ordeal is a powerful reminder, knowing your rights matters, but so does demanding that those in authority respect them. If this story resonated with you, please like, comment, and subscribe.